Report on 21st day of Padayatra by Mr. Bhatti Vikramarka. Though it has been 8 long years since TRS assumed power in Telangana, it has miserably failed in distributing of house sites and houses to the poor. Congress Legislature Party leader Mr. Bhatti Vikramarka has elected on Friday. Speaking at a series of public meetings organized as a part of his Padayatra, People's March, in the villages of Bonakallu Mandal, Mr. Vikramarka recalled how former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi had recognized food, clothes and shelter as basic necessities of life and ensured all the poor in the country received them. Former Chief Minister Y.S. Rajashekhar Reddy too saw to it that the poor people get house sites and houses under Indiramma housing program. On 21st day of his Padayatra, Mr. Vikramarka covered Govindapuram A, Motamari villages in Bonakallu Mandal and Ali Nagaram village in Madhira Mandal. He received representations from people on the problems they were facing. He said though the TRS government raised the annual budget to 2,56,000 crores and government income has gone up, poor people's desire to live in their own houses remains a distant dream. In the last 8 years of TRS rule, poor people were living in crammed houses, often 3 to 4 families comprising about 12 members in each of them. But the TRS government was oblivious to the suffering of the poor, a majority of whom belonged to deprived sections like Dalit, scheduled tribes and backward classes. The TRS government claims that it stood first among the states in extending welfare schemes, but it did not distribute house sites nor houses to the poor, he said. The Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao has failed to fulfill his promise of double-bedroom apartments to 2.92 lakh beneficiaries and 5 lakhs of rupees financial assistance each to those having own sites for building their houses. Mr. Vikramarka said he had received large number of petitions demanding houses and housing sites almost in every village he has covered during his Padayatra for last 21 days. At Bonakallu Mandal headquarters, he saw 3 families living in a tin shed roof house. At Lakshmipuram, he met an elderly woman, Gangamma, living under a neem tree. It was for highlighting such problems faced by people that he has taken up People's March. He appealed to the people to join him in building pressure on the government to build houses for them. At Govindapuram, farmers appealed to him to use his good offices to lay a road from Govindapuram to Motamari to enable them to reach their farms easily. He promised to release amount from Constituency Development Fund. During his Padayatra on Govindapuram, Alinagar stretch, farm labourers, farmers and women met him and gave him representations on the problems they faced. He assured them that he would take them up with the authorities.